Hey, everybody. Welcome. Photo share discussion number 232. It's kind of a nice ring, 232, huh? Yeah, it is live and on the air. What is this? May 6th, 2018. So welcome, everybody. Apologize for not posting any notification about this show until 5 minutes ago. Meant to do it this morning and completely forgot. Been kind of busy with work and everything, and then got busy doing other stuff, weekend stuff, and just plain forgot about it. So I apologize there. Hopefully you can get a couple people to pop in here. I think we've got pretty much everybody trained that shows up here. The few people that do show up here on a regular basis to, just check their stream around 6 o'clock Eastern and look for the next exciting thing in their life, which is the photo share and discussion. So hope we get a couple other people pop in. Hope everybody's had a good week. We are definitely into spring, moving into summer here. We've had a really nice week here in the Atlanta area. Temperatures in the 70s, even low 80s, but low humidity. And it didn't rain, I don't think, all week. So that's kind of nice. Looks like the next couple weeks are going to be kind of that same thing, although getting warmer and warmer and warmer. So summer will be here. We'll be here soon, but hope everything is going good for everyone. I actually made it out with a camera today. Took a few shots, posted a few things to the Flickr group. That's the first time I've gone out with a camera in too long. But got a few images taken. Went to a Porsche lovers or Porsche club of I don't know, North Atlanta or the area here, and they had a little Concours event. So got a couple images from that in between lunch and shopping. So posted a couple things, which is really rare for me to actually have a camera in my hand. Hey, Wes.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. We had a completely unnormal occurrence. I actually had a camera in my hand today and actually pushed the shutter button.
Wow.
Yeah.
More than I did today, so you're making up for me.
Yeah. How you been? Good week?
Good, yeah.
Good. Things getting warm and warm. They got to be warmer for you now. I mean, things have probably warmed up quite a bit here in the last week or so.
Yeah, we hit the 90s this week, so.
Okay. Yeah. You're pretty much in it now for the next 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. We hit 85 or 86 Friday, and it cooled off a little bit this weekend. But yeah, we're supposed to be up. We're supposed to be up to 90 by the end of the week here for us. So, but no humidity yet. So still relatively comfortable. But yeah, we're getting close to summer for the kids. I think when does school get out down there? Do they get out mid-May like they do here? Or do they wait?
I don't know about grade school. The college graduation was just yesterday and today, so college is done.
You guys, campus is a little quiet now, huh?
Yeah, well, it will be this coming week.
Yeah. But well, they probably start up summer classes though probably next week. I mean, literally probably start in with Wow, I guess that seems. When was? I'm trying to think. Is that early for college graduation? Like maybe not. No.
Yeah, it could be. I know people up north, they tend to take longer Christmas vacation. Like I have some people who work in Wisconsin, and they're pretty much off all of January.
Yeah. That's what I remember. Our graduation was. It seems like most of the schools up in the Midwest or college graduation is like in a week to 10 days farther out. Maybe like the second half of May. In between like the 15th and the 30th. Something around Memorial Day weekend. But
yeah.
I know the schools here, regular, grade school, high school and stuff get out next, and the 13th or 14th maybe, 14th or 15th. So
yeah, they're usually a couple weeks behind the college year. So
yeah.
They'll be getting done pretty soon.
Yeah, I always look forward to school being out because that means traffic during the rush hour traffic and workday traffic is a little bit lighter because not everybody's running around, taking kids back and forth to school and stuff. So, well, good. Did you get any camera equipment in the last week or two?
Not specific camera equipment. I got a couple things sort of related.
Was this the things you were waiting for the right price to drop?
No, no. Well, sort of. One thing was, and I was just it just happened. I wasn't expecting it, but I upgraded to the 10-inch Kindle Fire.
Oh, okay. So what did you have? Did you have the 8-inch one before?
Yeah, I had the 8-inch one that we got on deal. That was like $50 or whatever.
Yep, that's the one I have. Yeah.
And then I've been buying this 10-inch one because I have a 10-inch tablet that I've been using to read magazines because the 8-inch is kind of small for magazines.
Okay. All right.
So I've been keeping my eye on this, and as it was around $100 around the holidays, and I didn't buy one. And I was like, well, next time it goes down to $100, I'm going to buy it. So it was $99 a week or so ago, and picked one up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I really like the Fire tablet. I mean, for what I use it for, which is, reading and, I can, email and, things like that, controlling my, my music server. I've got the software on there for doing that. So it works fine. Yeah.
I found it's pretty easy to get the Google Play Store on here as well. So that's really handy. You have access to a lot more apps that way.
Yeah. You just have to download like a little rootkit and.
It's like a couple of different like Google services, APKs, and then put those in there in it.
Yeah, I think yeah, I did that. I did that on my Fire, and I've done a few things. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done a lot of Google apps, but I had to get it to get my music server software. Yeah, it was easy. It was thinking about it now, it was pretty easy. Just a few things you download and off you go. So yeah, it worked, and the screen quality is really good. I mean, it does. Yeah. It does perfectly fine. So
yeah, the nice thing about the 10-inch is it has even higher pixel pitch than the 8-inch did. So it's a bigger screen and it has more dense pixels.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not quite an iPad Pro, but it's pretty.
No, but it's a tenth of the price.
Yeah, exactly. You could buy 10 of them for the price of an iPad Pro.
And then another thing I got is go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go.
I got a LED light table.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting one of those.
Because I've been thinking about trying to do instead of scanning film, just like basically use my digital camera to shoot film kind of thing. That's what we'll do online. So picked up a nice big LED light panel on eBay, or not on eBay, Amazon.
Is that like a 8x10 size? I mean, that's a pretty good size.
Yeah, it's A4, so it's probably 8.5 by 11, I guess.
Okay, all right. And where did you get that, off of Amazon?
Yeah, it's like $25.
Wow, that's really good. Yeah, I looked at light tables a couple years ago, and they were still kind of pricey. The LED ones were still kind of pricey, and I guess they've come down quite a bit because. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that actually is. I looked at that because I don't have a scanner. I mean, I've got a scanner, but it won't do the 4x5s. So that's the. I've thought about it, but I have access to the Epson scanner at the photo studio that I'm a member of, so it works fine. Oh, okay.
You can dim it down. See, as it's dimming down, my light's getting brighter and stuff. So
okay, all right. So for photographing the negatives, you would use what? Do they have like a bracket? Do you buy a bracket that you can mount it on so you have the right distance and everything? Or
I was just using my tripod. The post can be inverted on the tripod so the camera can point down.
Yep.
And then I have the macro rings for my lens. I was just using the 50mm lens to test it out.
And did you get some good results at all?
I think I didn't have the focus set right, but other than that, it looks like it'll work pretty good. I need to work on getting.
What kind of resolution will you get? I guess it depends on the sensor in your camera, huh?
Yeah, it should be around 24 megapixels, basically. Close to it. 20, by the time you crop a little bit off the edges.
Yeah. So for that size of a negative, what's that end up as far as DPI, which is the conversion for for scanners?
Yeah, it'd probably be close to 5,000 DPI, I would guess.
Yeah, that would be pretty. Yeah, because if you've got like a 4-inch negative, basically a 4x5. So if you did a 5-inch along the long side and you divided that by 24 megapixel, I mean that's 4,200 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good DPI. I mean that's more than you can get with a scanner.
Right, and since I'm mostly doing 35 anyway, it's definitely higher than I can get from a scanner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. I might have to look at that. Have you done that, Dennis?
What's that, Mark?
Using your camera to scan film? Wes was just talking. He got a small light table and he's going to try photo scanning, basically.
Yeah, I've got the table which I had the negatives on last week.
Mm-hmm.
It's I did buy an attachment for the camera which you can put over the negative and take a picture of it.
Okay.
I didn't find it too successful.
Okay. All right. Well, but were you doing large format or were you doing 35 millimeter?
35 millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah. The Epson V800. I haven't bothered scanning 35 mil on that because I've got the Nikon. Yeah,
you got the one that nobody can get anymore. Yeah,
and that scans so well.
That's a very good scanner. Yeah, you don't have any issues scanning 35 millimeter with that.
I'm only sorry it only does 35.
Yeah.
Because I mean buying one which you do medium and large format, it costs a fortune, I should think.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be interested to see what kind of results you get, Wes, because that's pretty interesting. Because I mean, you just need a relatively dark room, the setup, and then I imagine it would just take a little bit of time, kind of fiddling around getting the focus right, which would be the hard. So did you you did manual focus? I'm sure, right?
I was trying to use autofocus. I thought that would help. I think I just need to. Also, I think part of my problem is I was actually touching the shutter button by hand, and it was causing some shake. I think I need to remotely trigger it with the app or something.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah, get a shutter release, a remote release.
I was just basically seeing would it work at all, so I just did a really quick and dirty setup. But I think if I take my time, it'll come out pretty well.
Yeah. Well, that's something to take a look at. Yeah, because the light tables are now pretty inexpensive now. I mean, you got one for $25 or whatever. I mean, that's almost no cost really. I mean, it's so inexpensive now. And the brightness, I mean, it looked like it was a pretty bright table. So
yeah, seems it's plenty bright.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have you got a delay shutter button on your camera, Wes?
Yeah, I could do that as well.
Yeah, because that's what I was doing. Because I kept shaking it when I was trying to do a 10 stop. Because there's no cable release on the cameras these days.
Well, my Canon has a cable release.
It's
not a cable, but it's an electronic thing that plugs into the camera.
So that's what there's no actual screw-in, but that we can use on medium and large formats and the old cameras. You could screw in a cable.
Yeah. The Fujis have cable. The Fujis can take a cable release these days, but that's the only brand that's doing it.
That Sony doesn't.
Yeah.
So you have to have the app in order to do it, right? Is that?
No. On the back screen, you just select. It goes single shot. Then you can do 2-second delay or 10-second delay. So you push the button, take your hand off the camera, and then it does it 2 seconds later. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right, but beyond that, so it doesn't have an app where you could designate anything else or fire it remotely. You've actually got to touch the screen on the back of the camera.
Yeah, well, I think you can do it with your phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, I'm not gone that far yet.
Yeah, I think
the Olympus can and the Canon can, so I think Sony can as well.
Yeah, that might actually be better because even with the delay, if you touch the back of the camera to do it, it could still be moving a little bit, when it goes off. So
you can do 10-second delay, Mark.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
then you got to wait for 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's a long time, 10 seconds. Yeah. The person you was taking a picture is no longer in the view.
Yeah. Exactly. Huh. Oh, cool. Well, that sounds good. Wes, you got the new tablet and the light table. So I'll be interested to see what kind of results you get when you get that roll. Have you actually developed that roll of film or not?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. Well, you're getting closer though. Now you have a way of scanning it once you develop it.
Right.
So okay, just baby steps. Just a little bit at a time.
Just a little bit of chemistry here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Just buy some chemicals and do it. Well, cool. That's good. Very good. How about you, Dennis? Any equipment purchases this week? Anything?
Yeah, I've purchased some pharmacy bottles for the chemicals to store in. Yeah.
Okay. The glass bottles or the collapsible plastic ones?
Yeah, the glass ones with the screw tops. Like the 1 liter bottles.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because I've got the plastic ones and I've got the collapsible, the concertina, but of course you can never clean them.
Yeah.
Inside, where the concertina is, you can never get them clean. So once you've used them as a fixer, then there's not much chance of using them for anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Huh. Okay, so you got some dark brown glass bottles in, basically.
Yeah, and of course I bought the wine saver stoppers.
Oh, okay.
So you can pump the air out the bottle if it's not quite full up.
Okay. All right. That should work pretty well then.
Yeah. I mean, one guy who uses the local graphic shop reckons that his E6 is still okay after 6 months.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, if you can get the oxygen out, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. He says if you get the C41, he's still got it going after a year, and it's still okay. Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense. So I'd make a little bit of an investment in the wine saver stoppers because they essentially have like a little valve in them or something.
That's right. Yeah. Once you fills your bottle back up, you don't put the screw top back on. You put the wine saver cork in, and then there's a pump where you can suck the air out of the bottle.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So kind of like the pump you would do for like a vacuum bag cooking, like sous vide cooking or something like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I said to my daughter that I've got these wine stopper things that if you want to put the wine in the fridge, it lasts a lot longer when it's got one of these stoppers.
Mm-hmm.
She's never actually returned a bottle of wine to the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. It doesn't do any good if the bottle never makes it back to the fridge.
That's the best plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Why have extra? Just drink it.
Yeah.
How's it going, Joe?
Okay, man.
Good. Yeah, the wine savers don't do much good if there's no wine left to save. So.
Yeah, well, I suppose if you're a restaurant, that's when you're going to do the savings.
Oh yeah. If you're charging $10 per glass and you've got a big 2-liter bottle of it or whatever.
Yeah, you won't tip that down the sink.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where all the profit is for the restaurants is in the drinks. So.
Oh man, there's a ton of profits in there.
That's well worth it. Well worth it.
I actually made a photography purchase, Mark.
Okay, yep, good. Well, we've got two out of 3 so far. So go ahead. Let's see.
Wes bought something.
Yeah, Wes did. Yeah.
Another camera.
No, I got the Kindle Fire 10-inch for my 8-inch. So, because I like reading magazines on there, and the 8-inch is a little small for the magazines.
And I got my handy iPad right here, and it's got the little Apple Pencil carrier deal in the back. So that iPad goes with me everywhere, man. I freaking love it. And there's nothing like a good tablet, really, honestly.
Yeah.
But I purchased something. It's still kind of photography-ish related.
Okay.
But this one's more definite modern photography related, right?
Okay.
I got the Zoom H1.
The digital recorder, right?
Yeah, the recorder. And I've been playing around with it for a few hours, and it's kind of cool. Someone recommended, that every photographer have one, and I was like, well, make a case for it, and he did in his video. He made a case for it. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I was like, you got a good point, because on the Share beer, been wanting to bring in the audio and been having audio problems for weeks now, but you made a good case for making really good sound clips with these darn H1s. This special edition white version was like, I don't know, $80 some.
Oh, okay. So you'd make a sound clip, as you're shooting, basically?
You could mount this right on top of your camera and use it as the microphone instead of using your built-in mic on your camera. You could use this as your mic, and now you've got really good quality audio. He even recommended, like, if you're outdoors, just putting a windsock over it, and it could just be your microphone, and you're just having an interview like that, or you know, there were so many different. I guess this thing's been around forever. It's even discontinued. They have the H1N, I think it is the new one. But not too much difference either in the N version, in the new version for this one. So it was like, why not just get the old one?
Yeah. So did you get it on Amazon? Amazon,
exactly. Great purchase, and it was hell. I ordered it yesterday. It's here today. It was free 1-day delivery with this purchase, and I bought a memory card. Should have investigated because I didn't realize a 2 gig card came inside of it.
Oh, okay. How much were you gonna get with 2? You probably get a pretty good amount of recording with 2 gigs.
Yeah, that would have been more than enough. Yeah, it's just I would have, you know.
Oh yeah.
I would have got
that.
Right. Yeah. So I would have, but I bought a 32 gig anyway, and I'm like, well, that's not going to go to waste. I mean, and it was $12, man. It was like, it ain't like it was breaking the bank, you know?
Right. So cheap right now.
So
it is. Memory is.
I've been having a blast. I've been just in the 4 hours I've had it. I've recorded audio from my stereo system. I've recorded audio, different little sounds, just different little sounds you make. You don't even think about it, but just that sound alone is something that you might look around for online forever. And you can make it like that with a device like this. You know?
So does it come with any kind of app where you can edit and stuff?
If you're on Windows, I put the box away.
Okay.
But if you're on Windows, you might need a what do they call it? Yeah, plug-in, right? Is it a plug-in or?
Yeah.
What do they call that?
An extension? Like a Chrome extension or something like that?
No, not an extension. But in any case, if you're on Windows, more than likely you're gonna need what do they call that? Anyway, but you're gonna need something. Some sort of
driver, some kind of driver.
Driver. There you go, driver. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna need a driver, more than likely if you're on Windows. On a Mac, that's
it's just part of the experience.
You just plug it in and use it. But I used it. I used it on, of course, iMovie. Because it's just I've set it to WAV file. Right now I have the tripod mount on it, so the little switches are on the bottom here. I guess I could take this off really quick. But that's what's cool is it has the tripod mount deal on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But yeah, it has a screen and it's big enough and you can do things. But I like the fact that it kind of has switches all over it. Which can be a nuisance for some, I suppose, but I like the fact that it does have just a quick switch. So if I want to have a WAV file or MP3, it's a switch on the back. You know what I'm saying? If I want to, do the low cut, I can click it on really quick. I don't really know why I would, but, if I wanted to, do a low cut, I could. Auto level on, all these sorts of things are just a button that you could get to really quick. Super small, fit in your pocket, super light, It's interesting too because the new version, the version N, uses 2 AAA batteries, and this old version just uses 1 AA, which most photographers have AA's coming out there, woohoo, so I know I do, because I use extended. Well, I use flash. I use some sort of flash, so I've got rechargeable AA coming all over the place.
So you got the H1, huh?
Yes, sir.
And there's the H1N is now like 120. Okay.
Yeah, it's the new one.
Yeah, how come you didn't get the Zune H6 6-track portable recorder? That thing looks like a tricorder, and you can do a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah, some of these things are like little mobile, perfect for like what we've been kind of doing lately, visiting people and wanting to stream these live shows with multiple people live while you're together. You can simply plug that Zune into your source. And then plug all your different mics into it, and there you go. Boom. Or just some guy recommended just using your Zune, just this H1, and putting it for however many people, and it'll pick up all the audio really well. It's a pretty good little device. I mean, there's videos like crazy on there for like, how many different uses is there for your Zoom,
Cool. Yeah, that's definitely photography related.
Yeah.
You do that. So, and anything, if you're out doing stuff, you can just make notes. Just talk and say, here's what I'm doing. This shoot was this. Here's what worked, what didn't work, that type of thing.
And once you put the date in there and the time, it's stamped. You can what do they call that, Wes, when you need to mark it? You can mark
time code.
Yeah, so you can time code, but you can also mark the video. So when it comes time
like that,
right? So that, that way you have a nice, clear, place to sync your audio with your video later on.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, that would be the thing. Yeah, because if you're shooting video and you're using that as the mic, then you've got to sync up the video with the audio at some point in the post. Okay.
Either that or just make a clap or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yell or do something. Yeah, something a little weird, and then you'll know. Huh, okay, well, cool. Yeah, then I could see you. That would come in very helpful for some of the doing shoots and that type of thing.
Right.
I think it would be very cool.
So I'm digging this. I thought this was a little bit of a spontaneous purchase, but it made a lot of sense. So I just was like,
no, the price is right. I mean, under $100 for something like that, a good quality digital recorder.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about, and I don't have one, but I've thought about using it for my work, even for like meetings. For meeting with somebody, and get all you can get a lot of detail just by listening to it, and there's programs that'll transcribe it. Right? I mean, you can plug it in and play, and it'll transcribe. So all the details, like of a meeting, if they're describing their situation or whatever, you can't write fast enough sometimes. So
this one videographer, he had a video on there, and it's pretty. I mean, it's what he does for a living is film and all that stuff, and do interviews and stuff like that. And he showed these different little tripods that he has. Multiple little tripods, and he has a few Zooms, but he'll often just use one, set it up on one of those little like Gorilla Pod type deals, those little short ones, just kind of off on a table somewhere while someone's speaking, and he's recording from the back of the room. And so he's getting the audio close, getting a nice good, but then also able to do his video from a nice angle as well. So I thought that was pretty cool too,
Very cool. Well, good. Well, you guys, I didn't buy any photographic equipment this week, but I did actually take pictures. I actually used the camera.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Earth-shattering event.
Whoa.
It wasn't anything dramatic, but I did actually go out. I did intentionally take my camera with me in a car, go someplace specifically to photograph something. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to actually, I'm so rusty right now. It's going to be embarrassing when I do pick that thing up finally.
Yeah. But I think now, Dennis, looks like maybe you did a little detective work this week based on the images you posted.
Yeah.
To figure out what the issue was.
Yeah.
All right. We'll save that. We'll get into that when we get into that. But I'm interested to see if our hypothesis was correct last week. Well, and you didn't watch last week's show, Wes, so you don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, I did watch last week's show.
Right. So
I know I'm up to speed on that. Yeah.
Okay. kind of interesting. Yeah. Cool.
When I saw the pictures come in this week, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Let's jump into those because I'm interested to find out what we discovered here. And I still see. Yeah, okay. So let's go back in and share this. And there we go. All right. So this was, I think, the last image from.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, with the mysterious banding and the house, and then. Yeah, this was
pretty sure Harvick won today, by the way.
Oh, there you go, Dennis. NASCAR update.
Thanks for that, John.
Yeah, no, not a problem, man. Not a problem.
NASCAR update.
Yeah, that's a reason I was late to the show. I had to make sure to
get
that in there for Dennis. You know?
So this was okay. So this was, I think, from last week. Did we get? No, these are new ones. Yeah, we'll go back here.
Yeah,
he posted a few from. Jose posted a few more, but these are new ones. He was out. What was this in? Doesn't say, but this was with the macro, the 90mm f2.8. Yeah, he's got a nice kit there for that camera. He's got some nice lenses for that. That Sony. Yeah, this is a nice color. Yeah, that's cool. It looks like a not a poppy or. Oh, I really like this one. This is nice. You can see the depth of field. That's a challenge. But,
absolutely is.
Yeah, that's right. You almost need to do focus stacking to get these kinds of things. You know, you need to do multiple shots and then blend them together.
Yeah, he's using a macro though, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 90mm macro.
You know, Mark, I should be posting my beer photos. I mean, they are photos.
No, that's true.
I never even think about it. I'm like, I could be posting my beer photos. I mean, it would end up where it's just the whole stream of beer photos. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I took beer photos this week. If you want to do beer photos,
those too.
We never
beer photos.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah, but I don't know if
photos.
it's a good thing or a bad thing. But taking beer photos is just like regular life for me.
Yeah, it is photography. I could be.
We got Dandelion Bad Hair Day. Dandelion from the backyard. Yeah, these are okay. So he's got one up close, the other one farther back. It looks like the wind is blowing that one. That's kind of a cool, neat little composition there. I like that. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't ever tried is any macro photography. It would be
no.
I would think that would be a challenge. There we go. There's Tim. So this is with the Chamonix.
Yeah.
And this was the 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes with HC 110.
Okay. And the film is this the Fomapan?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, Fomapan 100. Okay. So this is pretty normal then as far as.
Yeah. Also, Mark, the original pictures of the garden room with all the black dots all over it.
Yeah,
there are no black dots on the building. And I checked the negative, and it is emulsion missing on the negative.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, well, these ones are not too bad. They come out in the same pack.
Mm-hmm. You didn't find any on here? No?
No, these were quite good, but I used Rodinal on the first ones, and HC 110 on these.
Huh. So I wonder if the HC 110 is better or not. Yeah.
Yeah, the
one here. I don't know if is that my screen.
That's probably dust.
Yeah, that probably is dust. Yeah, that doesn't look like
dust.
missing emulsion like we had on that other one. Okay.
Yeah, now I'm not sure. I did mark these. Did my film holders, Mark? Did I tell you they got like the 2 wheels in them? Can you see them on the top there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're numbered 0 to 9.
Oh, okay.
You can actually keep your negatives numbered, and when you take your pictures, they're going to come out.
Okay.
With numbers on them, so you know when and where.
Which one? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take notes and just write the number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but these are printing it on the negative, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you mix up your 4x5s, then you had it, and you're never going to know what one was what.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I took 2 of these with Tim, because he was going to be the model, and we've done one wide open at 5.6. This was the 210 Rodenstock.
Okay.
We've done one wide open at 5.6 and one at 6.7.
Okay, so this looks like this is the 6.7. I don't know though.
Yeah, there's a light fitting just behind the back of his head. On the other one, if it's clearer, then it's a 6.7.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so I see that up there. Oh, okay. So that one is not as clear as this one. Yeah, so this must be the 6.7.
That's the 6.7 then. The other one's the 5.6.
Still blown out tremendously, but yeah.
Yeah, there's just no depth of field at all. You think if that was a 35mm, everything would be in focus.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, there's a difference, but you would never know it.
No, you can just see it's lost a bit more blur in the background.
Yep. Yeah. Everything's just a little clearer. Yeah.
His jacket as well was out of focus on the first one.
Yeah. Still is a little bit, but not as much. The logo, the Adidas logo, is a little clearer on the second one. Yeah. Yep. And
so we were trying to work out to take someone's portrait with a large format. You've got to be up to F8, F11 maybe. If you don't want blurred ears,
Yep. Yeah, I think so. How far away were you?
Probably about 5 feet, 6 feet.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think probably F8 or F11 to get you.
If you get too close, then you want to have his eyes will be blurred and his nose will be in focus.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, so we got there. Ooh, we got sunset at Keys View, Joshua Tree National Park.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, that is very, very nice. He's got the signature on the bottom there. See?
Yeah.
The logo.
He seems to have the full selection of lenses, doesn't he? For the camera.
Yep, 16 to 35. Zeiss. Yep. He's
definitely into it, man. I got to give it to him. The guy travels. He's got gear. He's motivated to get out there.
Yeah, he's definitely doing stuff. Yeah, and doing some good stuff. I mean, that's a beautiful area of the country too. Yeah, so much out there.
He's got an eye for it. Even some crappy days. And crappy times of the day, he's out there making it happen.
It's taken on Friday, so yeah, very nice, Jose. Very good. Okay, so here we go. Test. So this is former pan, and this was inverted. So this was the inversion test instead of the twisting, huh?
Yeah. This was just gentle. Rolling, really, but not tipping upside down, Mark.
Okay, so kind of just rolling it back and forth.
Yeah, just like moving the liquid around very gently, and of course it solved the problem. It means that those clips inside the spindle which hold the negative, cause turbulence when you're spinning. Yeah.
They form a little wake that keeps the the developer from hitting the film.
Yeah. So directly in line with the clips, because it just showed up something really good, didn't it, when we had a look at it?
I mean, and there's none of that here.
There's absolutely none. And Tim's pictures, I've done everything the same with just gentle inversion, and there's no streaks whatsoever on the 4x5s now.
There you go. That's interesting. I'm glad we're able to figure that out. That's interesting. There you go. Mystery solved.
So in future, I'll be using the gentle inversion method rather than turning the spindle.
Yep. I would too. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, glad it worked. Yeah, because that's frustrating when you get those things happening and you're really kind of at a loss for what's going on. So very nice. Cool. Yeah, that's.
I've had a few streaks in the past on some of the medium format as well. So maybe it is the agitation with the spindle, which is causing it. So
yeah, I could.
Now I'll try a more gentle inversion.
Yep.
I don't know how they get on with Jobo. The thing goes round on. I recommend using it on the fastest speed. It goes round like a washing machine spin cycle, backwards and forwards. So I don't know what that does to the emulsion. You know, that amount of. I mean, you wouldn't use it for black and white anyway, but the colour, the agitation is really severe.
Huh. I guess it generally must work fine, or they wouldn't sell as many as they do. But But I would think for black and white, I don't think you would want that.
Well, you'd have some pretty coarse grain, I should think, and contrast.
Okay, so this was your.
Yeah, this was playing with the Leica lens on the A7.
That's I didn't see this the first time. It'll fly on there.
Yeah. I was just saying to how much background I could blur out without losing all the flowers. Yeah, this is with the Leica 90mm.
Okay.
2.8.
All right, and this was shot at 2.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's fixed. So cool. Yeah, so you were able to get most of that.
Yeah, I wanted to didn't want to blur out everything.
Yep, you get a nice little bit of blur. I mean, you can still what's back there, but it's not so obvious that it draws your attention away from the flowers.
So you can see why the photographers who do the flower photography have black backgrounds. So they can shut the camera right down to like f/16 and get everything in perfect focus, and you don't have to worry about your background.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's the way to do it. But yeah, because you're just struggling so much with depth of field.
Yeah.
Very nice.
This one really is wide open and close.
Yeah.
Using the close focus adapter.
Okay.
The Voigtlander, which will allow you to focus it a lot closer than the lenses were ever designed to go.
So how far away were you? Maybe a foot?
No, it's I'm probably still 2 foot away from it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely sharp, and these are definitely blurred.
Yeah, I had the Voigtlander close focus adapter wound right open. So it was getting to minimum focus, really. I mean, it's a 90mm lens, so you can't get that close anyway.
Yeah, very nice. It is. Okay, so yeah, I actually did go out with my camera today. So this was the local Porsche owners club. I don't know, North Atlanta or whatever, and they had a little concours event, and they were like 25 or 30. It wasn't a huge thing, but there were 25 or 30 cars. They had a couple cool ones. This was one of the most interesting ones to me. It was a 1951 356 Speedster. So one of the first years that they manufactured this thing, and this thing was immaculate. But you know, the guys were going over and looking for all dirt, and this thing was detailed.
Nice paint job on that, Mark.
Yeah, no, it was a beautiful car, absolutely beautiful. There were a lot of people running around, so there's no way we're going to get a picture of any of the cars without people in it. But yeah, it was a really nice, perfect condition. I mean, just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I never like cars with engines in the back.
Yeah, this engine was not much. I think it is essentially a VW Bug engine with dual carbs. I mean, that was basically what the difference was.
Yeah.
And I think it made all of like 38 horsepower or 39 horsepower.
Yeah, over here they get hold of the old Volkswagen Beetle and they stick Porsche engines in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fit perfect. You haven't got to do anything.
So here's the engine for the thing.
Nice.
And it's immaculate. I mean, super clean. But and it's essentially a Beetle engine it's got 2 carbs on it instead of 1. But I think it was like 35 or 37 horsepower or something. But just very nicely detailed, super clean. Really nice car. And I've seen a lot of these cars when I go to the larger car shows and that type of thing. I mean, I've seen a lot of the same cars, but this one I hadn't seen before. And so it was kind of a neat one.
Have you ever owned a rear engine car, Mark?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I've only had one, and when you go around the bends really fast, you just feel the front end so light. You're just going to lose it. And my friend had a Beetle, and he used to keep 2 bags of cement in the front.
No extra weight. Yeah.
Yeah, keep the wheels on the road.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I had a Volkswagen Bug back in the day. Yeah.
Did you find it light in the front when you're going around bends too fast?
No, we didn't do that kind of thing with ours, man. We it was slow and low, man. It was you lowered them and
lowered suspension, was it?
Yeah. So you didn't leave them stock at all. That was when I was in high school. Yeah, they were easy cars to work on. They were affordable.
Yep. Parts everywhere.
Yeah. So in the early '80s, that was the answer right there. Volkswagens, they were everywhere.
Yep. There's still a fair amount of them around, but now they're getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah, they're 20, 30 years older now.
Yep. So the other car was a 1988 911 Turbo with a 930 slant nose option pack. So a guy had the original Windows sticker. So here you go. 1988 base price was, I think it was like 65.8 or something like that. 6-cylinder, 3.3 liter, 282 horsepower.
Yeah, just screaming too. Yeah.
And so all that, it got what was interesting, the whatever 65,000, I couldn't the sun was just like in the absolute worst spot. But so you added in the alarm and CD package with sunroof, $865. The steering wheel with raised hub, $62. Limited slip differential, $791. Heated seat, passenger seat, $177. And then the 930S slant nose package, $28,422 for $97,987. So,
man,
quite a good. It was in pretty good shape. I took a picture of it with right as they were starting to inspect it. But it's got the extra wide, the vents on the front, and I hadn't seen that car around. That was another one I hadn't seen.
Did Did they stick GST on top of that price?
No, tax. Yeah, whatever the tax was on that.
Tax,
yeah. Not here. So at that point, 1988, it was probably 5% sales tax.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, add another $5,000 to it, basically. Yeah. So it was over $100.
Grand, yeah.
There was a $500 gas guzzler tax.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Yeah, $500 gas guzzler tax. You know, it's funny too because they're still getting that same gas mileage, damn near.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, it's a little better than that now. I think
they're doing it over here. If you've got a V8, boy, do you get whacked when you buy it. I think there's $2,000 showroom tax on it as it comes out the showroom, and then every year you're going to pay £1,000.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Just to register, just to have the car registered.
Yeah, just to use it on the road. Yeah, so without buying any fuel.
Yeah. So a four-speed manual.
Yeah. The estimated annual cost is $917 for fuel.
Yeah.
That means he didn't use it then.
Yeah. Well, this is in 1988. So whatever fuel, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably regular. It's probably
98 cents or something, 95 cents or something a gallon.
Yeah, under $1 a gallon at that point. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. I think they base it on like 12,000 miles. So whatever they come up with the combined range, basically 20 miles per gallon. So 600 gallons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's classified as a mini compact.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of room, you know, really. You look at the, you know, under the front hood, but by the time you got the tire, you know, you got room for maybe like a carry-on. That'd be about it.
Right.
All there is. And then something in the back seat. You know, you probably can put like a small duffel bag in the back seat. But it was a pretty cool car. I hadn't seen that one around. Most of the other ones I'd seen, they had some 914s and a couple other 356s, but those are the two most interesting cars that were there. So it was kind of fun. But yeah, it kind of felt weird actually using the camera. I hadn't done that in a while.
I'm saying, hey, man.
What is this thing?
Yeah, it's
yeah. Hopefully, we've got our plans made for summer. So we are going up to Michigan in July. So I'll take up the large format and the digital camera up there. So, but I got to get out with the large format. Make sure I remember how to use the thing.
Yeah. We stuck a roll of film in the medium format during the week, and we couldn't roll it on because we hadn't taken the slides out. You know, we couldn't get anything to operate. And it's been so long since we used it, we've forgotten how to use the camera.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of well, not worried about, but I'm hoping next. Maybe this. I said that last week, but I'm hoping this week I can get out in the morning and go out and just do a couple sheets of film with the new with the wide angle, you know, with the wide angle lens I got, and see what we get. And I'll just do some black and white. Try a few.
Yeah, Tim was standing in front of the camera, and I'm going like, "Why is this camera not working?" And we go like, "We still got the dark slide in, and you can't change the lenses." Unless you close the thing down, can't take the back off. Yeah,
no, it is because you hadn't used the Chamonix in a while, had you, Dennis? I mean, you haven't used it.
It's not a camera you use every day, but we're getting used to it again now.
Yeah, you get back to it, and it's like, it does really take a long time to photograph with this camera.
You can't rush. You can't rush with a 4x5.
No, you definitely can't. But
definitely no good for sport.
Yep. So you've inspired me, Wes. I think I'm gonna take a look at a light table, and I might try the photos. Although my camera is only 16 megapixel, the OMD one, but that would still be for a 4-inch. Negative. That'd still be like 25. That'd still be 2,500 DPI. That'd still be pretty. I think that would still be pretty solid. I would think.
Yeah, Wes, if you do some medium format positives, they look superb when they're on a light table.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, Mark, it'd be good just for looking at your negatives with.
Yeah. And at that price, you know, 25, 30 bucks, I think it's definitely worth doing it. Especially, I think it's because I looked at it, I don't know, a year or two ago, and I didn't want to pay $100 for a light table. I couldn't find anything that was halfway decent rated that was on, you know, for less than $100.
Yeah, it takes micro USB, so I was just plugging it into a portable power bank I have. So I don't even have to plug it into anything.
Yeah. They don't use hardly any power at all. I mean, you know, the LEDs use very, very minimal power. So yeah, I'll check that. I'll check that out. What was the make on yours?
Let's see. It's a type. It's a Tic Tac. TIKTECK.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Tic Tac. Ultra thin portable LED light box. The A4.
Sounds like it.
$24.29. Amazon choice.
Wow. That's why I got it. It was like the choice. Okay, it's a price I'm okay with. I'll get it.
They're using it. They call it a tracing pad for artists, drawing, sketching. Okay. Yeah. So you put the image down and then you trace over it. Basically, I guess is what they're.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's pretty for an A4 size. I mean, that's good size.
The light's nice and even on it, and like I said, it's dimmable, so you can put it however bright you want it.
So you could get to.
It's super thin. It's like quarter of an inch, not even a quarter of an inch thick.
Oh, that looks pretty interesting. Yeah, I think I might. I can probably get it in one day too. Yeah. Damn. I click it now, I'll probably have it by tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, man. That one day or even the 2 hour, if you've ever done the 2 hour service, is amazing. I mean, to click on something, like right now it's 4. I mean, to click on something and have it by 6 it blows your mind. It's just like, no way.
Yeah. I think I might just go ahead and order this and see. Yeah, for that size, I mean, you could put you could put on multiple, cut your film down into 6 strips, like if you're doing 35 millimeter, so you could get easily, you can get all the negatives on there pretty much. Yeah.
Put the whole roll on there.
Yeah.
Have you got any E6 4x5, Mark?
No, I don't. It sounds like you're saying I should get some.
I think you should get some, Mark, because I've got loads of the stuff. So
very suggestive question.
I've been actually thinking, since we're going, I'm gonna have to take stock of what film I have left. I'm probably gonna need to buy some more sheets, and I want to do it before it gets incredibly hot because I don't want the film to melt in transit.
Don't forget, Mark, if you're going to get any positives, there's no latitude on them. You've only got like 5 zones to work with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So you got to get your meter in right.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a But I was just thinking about that this week, actually, kind of looking at seeing how much color. I think I probably have. Well, no, I think I have like 3 or 4 sheets of color left, and maybe 8 or 10 of black and white. So I was thinking about getting another box of each, and then that should get me through fall, I would think.
Yeah, I haven't taken any positives yet, but I've got an unopened box of about 25 positives.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to take some because I've got E6 waiting to be developed on the 35 mils. So if you're going to buy the chemicals, I might as well try and do some test shots with the 4x5 color.
Yeah. No, I was going to take a look and see. But E6, man, really the only thing that's left is Velvia, right? I mean, that's
I think it's Provia.
Provia, okay.
Provia. Yeah, I mean Velvia is really expensive.
Yeah, and you can't get it in the States. It gets shipped from Japan most of the time.
Yeah, Velvia 50, it costs you a lot of money. I expect it'd be about $6 a sheet.
Yeah. The Provia is quite a bit less. I mean, it's in line with what the C40, what the Ektar would be, which is basically $3 to $4 a sheet.
Yeah, so. Well, my stuff's out of date because I just got to pack off of eBay, so just take a chance. But the stuff I have used, what's been years out of date, still comes out okay. So it just depends on how they've been stored.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, if it's been kept cool and out of, cool in a dark place and refrigerated or frozen, even better.
But for test purposes, I don't mind playing with 25 sheets of positive if it's cost less than 50 cents a sheet.
Yeah. I mean, it's you have no issues at all trying out different things just to see what happens. So what is the make of the positives that you have?
I've got some weird stuff. Some stuff I bought sounded really cheap.
Okay.
Some of the negatives turned out to be for copying.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I've got a box of something that the process is not E6.
Okay.
So maybe I'll be cross developing them.
So direct positive, with direct positive paper. Ilford Harman direct positive fiber-based paper. No.
Yeah, that's just paper, Mark. That's not a negative. Yeah,
no, but
that's a positive picture.
Yeah. Imago direct positive paper. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a box of the Harman direct positive, and I think it's ISO 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll take a long time. Yeah.
It's weird stuff to use. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll take a look at that. Yeah, because I was thinking about getting some film anyway, so maybe I'm not getting Velvia. I think if I get anything, it would be
Velvia. Unless you can find someone who's got some out of date, and give it a go.
Yeah, but even out of date is getting expensive now, I think. I mean, I
think we've got Provia 100 in 4x5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
so here it is. Imago positive paper with a 3 to 6 ISO.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got to stand still when you're in front of that one.
For a long time. Yeah.
You can develop it under a red light if you get it's black and white. So it's just the same as developing a photograph in a tray.
Yep.
Yeah, and some of them you can pre-flash.
Okay, yeah, you tried that, didn't you?
Yeah, but I haven't developed them yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to set up a dark room with chemicals and everything just to do a couple of pictures. So I'll wait until I'm doing some black and white. And I'll develop them at the same time.
Let's see, Provia. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look and see what that is, but I'm assuming I think Provia they do 4x5.
I've got Provia in 120 as well. So we just bought batches of the stuff. It's just
Fuji our 4x5 quick load 20 sheets. Oh, that's professional. Color slide transparency. It's selling on B&H for no longer available. Oh, sorry. Damn.
It is amazing how much stuff B&H has. It is. It really is amazing. Like
I'm surprised they haven't got any.
Between them and Crunchfield Audio, man, Crunchfield still has just tons of stuff.
That's crazy. Yeah, they've got so much stuff. Yeah. If you get the Crunchfield catalogs, Joe, you still get those?
No, I mean, there's no need. I mean, you can just go online. But I mean, it is amazing the amount of stuff that those two superstores have. I mean, B&H and Crutchfield, like B&H and Crutchfield both have stuff they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
that you just wouldn't think, like B&H photo for them to have serious audiophile hi-fi gear is ridiculous. Like why do you have this?
Yeah.
But they do.
Yeah, they still, and I don't know why, because I never bought any audio equipment from them. But maybe I checked somewhere along the way that I was interested in, because I still get their audio catalog. They send me an actual printed catalog.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think they sell a lot of audio equipment, like to DJs and stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of it's pro audio stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's,
yeah.
But I'm like, about twice a year I get the pro audio catalog. I'm like, well, that's great. Yeah. But they're still sending out the thing that's amazing is they're still sending out the big
a print
200-page catalog.
Yeah.
Full color.
Crunchfield does, yeah, absolutely. Crutchfield does, yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely crazy. Yeah, it says Fuji killing off more films. This was a Petapixel article. What are they killing? They're killing off Superior, Provia Professional. Oh, 36 exposure. Yeah, they're getting rid of some of that stuff.
Yeah, that's Superior. I've used some of that. I don't think it's superior.
Yeah. I think those are only 35 millimeter, right? Yeah. Yeah. And Neopan is going away, being completely discontinued. Neopan Acros in 4x5 is going out.
Acros. Yeah, I've used some of that.
I've used that in 120, and it's a good film. But they're getting rid of the 4x5 and the 8x10.
Have you used the Rolly ATS?
No, I have not.
I developed a roll of that, Mark, and I just remember you can't. It doesn't stay flat. It's got a clear cellulose back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Delta 100. Once you developed it, it hangs in a nice straight. When you develop this Rolly, as soon as you take the clips off it, it rolls itself back up.
That's why it's called Rolly.
Yeah,
it rolls itself back up.
Yeah, you're right there. I'm trying to
put it up to its name.
I tried to scan it in the Epson, and it just wouldn't lay down. You got to put your fingers all over it and sort of clamp it inside. It's like dealing with an eel.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, that's the one thing I did notice about the Neopan in the 120 was that it was it held a pretty. It was really hard to get flat. It curled. It held a pretty solid curl.
I took the bottom clip off, Mark, and it just rolled back up.
That's not good.
No, I couldn't even put it in a film holder. It was just folding up on me.
So much curl on it. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. It makes it really tough to scan. Impossible almost, because you're not going to get. I mean, the film there, you can't get the film flat. So
no, I think it's a good film for reversing because of the clear cellulose base it's got.
Yeah, that might be the real use for it. Yeah. Like anybody wants to scan it like a normal film. They're too bad. Yeah. So. All right, guys. Hey, good show. Good one. I think I'm going to order this thing right now, Wes. And it says 1 day delivery, so I'll probably have it by tomorrow.
Oh, 1 day delivery is the best, man.
Yeah.
It's God.
Free 1 day. I've been noticing a lot more stuff is showing up free 1 day for here in Atlanta. So they must have just expanded their distribution center. I think the closest one is in Chattanooga, I think.
Yeah, so same thing for Amazon Fresh. I don't know if you tried the Prime Wardrobe yet?
No, I have not.
I tried that. That's a fantastic service as well. If you're trying to order clothes or anything wearable online, that is the way to go, because it's 7 or 8 garments. You pick a box sort of thing. They send it to you. You're not committed. They don't charge you. You have 7 days to try this stuff on. Send back what you don't want. Keep what you want, and they charge you.
Okay. So
it's so simple.
They don't even charge you ahead. They send it to you based on your good credit, basically, and then they send back and then only charge you for what you keep.
Right. Huh. It's perfect.
Wow. I'll check that out. Yeah.
It's great because sometimes you want to order a shirt. Let's just make it about that right now. You want to order something, and you're like, well, I don't know, online, sometimes on
sizes are different between types of shirts and that type of thing. Yeah.
So you just order 2 or 3 different sizes and send back the ones that don't fit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wonder what they do. Yeah, I guess they sell those at a discount, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I would think. Yeah.
Refurbished clothes.
Slightly used.
Slightly used, yeah. But it's a fantastic service. It really is.
I'll check that out. I'll check that out because that is one thing that is a pain, is because every whatever size it is, from type of shirt to the other material, it could be
shoes.
Different. Yeah,
shoes is a big one.
Yep, shoes is very tough. I have done like my running shoes. The last few pairs I've gotten through Zappos, that's Amazon for the most
Basically,
part. Yeah. And I've never had I picked the right size, but free returns, no issues at all, which kind of takes away the whole reason of, well, I don't want to do that online because if it doesn't fit, I can't take it back. Well, now, they just send it to you and you send back what fit and what doesn't fit, and then you get charged for what fits, and they call it good.
Hey, let me ask you guys real quick, man. I just got an invitation a couple weeks ago to my 30th high school class.
Okay. Yeah.
What did any of you guys go to your reunions? Is that something I should do? I'm on.
Have you ever gone to one?
No.
No, I have never gone. We had our reunions for the first. We had like a 1 year. They had a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 10, and I never went to any of them. But they sent out a notice, and after that, boo. Yeah, I guess they had like a 25th, 10 years ago or whatever. But I've never gone. But
we had a little mini reunion for the 15th that I went to, but I didn't go to the 10th or the 20th, the bigger ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's
I'm on the fence, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The people that I want to be in touch with, I'm still in touch with, and everybody else, I don't really care.
That's kind of the same thing. I've got a few people from high school I'm still in touch with, and those are the ones that I wanted to stay in touch with, and after that, I just haven't really. Yeah.
I'm like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little odd for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I left as soon as school was over. As soon as, almost literally, a few weeks later, I was in the Army.
Yeah, you enlisted and you were gone. Yeah.
So I have not been back. So for 30 years, I haven't even so much as thought of these people. You know what I mean? And it's been weird the last 2 years.
Thought about it in 30 years. I don't know. I'd be like, I've thought about it in 30 years. Why? And for you, you've got to travel. You've got to take time off, and there's a little bit of an expense going back and all that. And that's what always stopped me. I was like, the people I want to keep in touch with, I already am. So, and I'm not spending, money to do that, to see people that I don't necessarily want to see. Not that I don't like them, but I just, I'm not really that interested in what everybody else has done with their life.
For some reason, I'm a little more tempted. The one person had reached out to me for my 20th, and I wasn't even remotely tempted. Then I had too much going on. Now I'm single. I don't live that far from LA. I went to school in LA, and I don't live that far from there. It's not like a stretch. I was damn near going to LA every night there for a while.
Yeah, you can get there in an easy drive.
Yeah, it's not. It's 5-6 hours. It's not putting me out too bad. So and they are having it in a pretty badass place. But I'm like, I don't know, man. You're like, since I started that stupid Facebook page, Mark, all these people been contacting me from school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody's on Facebook. Apparently, yeah.
Joe, when I looked at my old school's website, there was a guy on there said the best view he ever had of this school was in the rear view mirror the day he left.
Yeah, it's I don't know why I am a little tempted this year to go. I don't know. I don't know.
The worst that could happen is you run across a bunch of people that you have no interest in ever seeing again, so you just never see them again. Yeah,
I guess. We'll see. It's not till August. It's the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've got a few months to think about it.
A couple of years ago, I met up with some guys we used to be in the youth club with, and the Scouts, and we hadn't seen each other for 45 years. And you've been surprised on all the different paths everyone has gone down.
Yeah, that part would be, because I'm not on Facebook a lot at all. But when I do the show, I'll sometimes get on there. I should be getting on there at least every week. But when I do the show, I'm still not getting on there like I should. But it is a trip to see, people that friend me on there. So I'll kind of casually glance at their pages and see what they're, and most of them, quite frankly, I don't even remember. I'm like, I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said to one guy, what have you been up to then in the last 40 years? And he goes, well, I spent quite a few of them in prison.
Yeah, that would not. Yeah, there's quite a few of them that are dead from, it wasn't exactly a great neighborhood, but it's like, I was kind of popular in school. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't remember some of these people. You know what I'm saying? And some of them are pretty darn successful too. And I'm like, you went to my school? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just,
it is. That is the one thing. It is. It could be interesting is to kind of see, what various people. Well, like my mom. I mean, she had her. And her high school was tiny. I mean, they had like 30 people in her graduating class. This was 1950, whatever it was. They graduated. So she had like her 65th last year, and she still had a little group of 4 or 5 friends, and I think they're all still alive. So. But they've done that they've been doing, getting together every few years ever since, 1952 or whatever.
Where my mom went to school? She went to school where they filmed Grease. That was really? That was my mom's school. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they filmed Grease at her school. So that whole school was where she went to school. Yeah, it was right there in Norwalk, California.
Yeah. It's she didn't see Olivia Newton-John and
oh, that was years after she graduated.
When did Grease come out? Grease came out in 74, 75, something like that. Maybe 80. Yeah.
You know what? It might have been late 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was late 70s. Yeah. What year?
But your mom graduated. She got high school. What, mid 50s, mid to late 50s?
I think 56 comes to mind right away.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, she's a few years younger than my parents then. Yeah. Yeah. I think my mom's high school was 51 or 52 or something like that.
Yeah. 78, Mark. 78.
Wow. Yeah.
78. Yeah.
So she was going to the school during the time that Grease was, the time frame.
Oh, the time frame. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. The 50s. Yeah.
Yeah. That period. Yes. Yeah. That period. Yeah. Was boom. Yeah, no, that but yeah, the actual movie itself, no, that was
the movie after was 25 years later or whatever.
Because when that movie came out, I believe the first day we went and seen it probably 4 or 5 times in a row.
Okay.
At the movies.
Your mom's like, hey.
Yeah, I think we get out of the movie, go back and get another ticket and just go. I think we saw it like 4 or 5 times.
That's cool.
I mean, that's what you did back then, if you remember.
Yeah. You just keep watching the movie.
You just keep going back and back and back and you just watch it all damn day.
Yeah. Well, Joe, we'll leave you to your decision on whether you're going to go or not. You can. Well, if you go, you can take your camera. You can take all kinds of photos of everybody.
Yeah. You know what? That it's funny too, because at more and more events like that, I don't take a camera.
Yeah.
I
just want to go and be at the event and not be the photographer guy. Yeah.
You just and the way I figured, there's probably some other goober with a camera there, or at least 10. You know what I'm saying? And let them do it. You know what I'm saying?
In your schools, don't you have your yearbooks?
Yes, there is.
So if you take a camera, you can do a before and after.
Yeah. I don't know where my yearbook is, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always fun to, and we're all getting down the line far enough now that I was like, that was a long time ago.
I know, it was like when I got the email, I was like, son of a bitch, 30 years.
Yeah. Well, you graduated in the year that Porsche, so you weren't the guy that bought that Porsche for the graduation present, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
1988.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that was.
Time flies. Well, speaking of time flying, I think it's past dinner time for me. I better get going, or I'm going to get in trouble.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Don't want the boss cracking down on me here.
Ooh, man, yeah, the boss. I mean, they come down hard too.
Yeah. They get hangry. You know, is that
hangry? That's right. Yep.
Hungry and angry, and that's not a good mix. So.
No. You got to do what the boss says. That's for sure.
That's right. You got to keep the boss happy. So I'm gonna go make sure the boss doesn't get mad at me. So
yeah,
good show, guys. Appreciate it. I will bought some photography equipment next week. It'll be film and/or a light box or both. So, all right, guys, have a great week.
Peace out, man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Right. Bye.